What's going on, everyone? Uh, Talking to some here, Freddie Care, with my
Again,
lovely wife.
yes. Hello. So we got the first show. Jitter. It really wasn't jitters. There was no nervousness or anything.
Yeah, been there, done
Yeah.
that.
This is just a normal everyday thing.
Like
Just
you,
a
like you
camera,
said,
right?
it's about looking a certain way. Today, I'm trying out some different stuff. Throwing my best outfit.
Yeah. I don't. I don't get it. I'm dressed for bed.
Me too. If they can see below this top,
Business up top.
yeah, and ready for bed below. I love this type of work. I love it. It's awesome. Been blessed to sit in my drawers and wear shades. But what's wrong with that?
But anyways,
Anyways,
so I wanted to I don't know if we needed to do a recap. If you want to see the first video, it's Facebook, YouTube,
TikTok.
talking the number two, some TikTok. It's all the same name, all platforms. So yeah, check out our first video. We're excited to. I mean, honestly, we could do 2 or 3 videos a day if we really wanted to, if time allows us to, because this is just normal every day for us.
This is starting to be an alignment.
Yes.
Well, like I said, we're starting back up because we're in a better position to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just timing. The year of exposure.
Ooh.
All these people going down.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
A year of exposure. So anything that's happening that you know might be wrong or you know that is actually wrong, just go ahead and maybe give it up, repent, be done with it, because honestly, it will catch up with you eventually. What's done in the dark is going to come to the light. So I just hope everybody's just making the right choices and the right decisions, because life is already hard enough trying to just get through life. So we don't, you don't want to make it worse for yourself by getting involved in things that you shouldn't be involved in. Mess around and get caught up, and you may not be able to come back from, whatever situation you put yourself in. So it's best to go ahead and get out now while you have the chance, whatever that is, if it's the wrong thing that you're doing. And we wanted to talk about your purpose. I don't know about y'all. Some people were actually born already knowing what they wanted to do, like their purpose in life. Like, how are you born into the world already knowing this is, you hear the stories, the mama, he just had a basketball. He always carried a basketball around. He just, you take it from him, he cry. So it's almost like you're already destined to play some sort of ball, basketball, whatever the case may be. But those babies, that's their focus. So that is really their purpose in life. And they already know what that is.
So you telling me that you think purpose just come to people and they just automatically know what they're going to do in life? That's a question for you.
Not in my situation, because that was a real.
But some
people it's so easy. It's like they already know, and then the ones that already know and they know early, they get to perfect it, because that's really all that they focus on. So they're not here and there and all over the place. They can just really focus on that one thing, and that is their purpose in life. That is their meaning, their why. That's what supports them and their families. They're not out, killing anybody. It's a God-given purpose.
Yeah,
those are the type of purposes that we're talking about.
Yeah, let's start there. That's a good point, because when you was, this is not scripted. We just
It's
talk.
not.
So when you were speaking, it made me realize purpose. And you said God's purpose. And for anyone to have God's purpose, they have to be in order, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means the order of having a leader, having a support system, and having the children, like you said, the purpose, the young one, having an environment that all that godliness is there.
Yeah.
That's how you find purpose, I believe. I believe you have to be in order, but you might be out of order like us, single parent home. Then it's going to be about the environment that you bring up kids in, the environment that you live in. If you live in somewhere where you have to struggle to meet ends meet and you can't focus on your children, then it's going to be hard for them to focus on their purpose. Kids need to be kids, right?
Yeah.
I know parents out here have kids in environments that they're not for kids.
Yeah, a lot of kids are put in adult situations.
Yes.
That, of course, they're kids. So why are they being put in adult situations? So they really, like you said, they can't really focus on what it is they need to start working on for
what they
themselves.
love. Yeah, what they love. Learn themselves. They're trying to worry about mama or daddy situation, trying to be grown and fix that. So many times I heard kids say, man, I just wanted to get my family in a better situation. Why is a kid worried about that?
Yeah.
That's environment. But that might be his purpose. You understand? Like, it's hard to pinpoint that.
I think it's your purpose if
it's righteous.
Yeah, it absolutely have to align with a path that's going to lead to greatness, in a way. It's not something that, like you feel like you have to do it. No, this is something that is really in you.
That you want to do.
That you want to do. You find joy in doing this. And for a long time, I struggled so hard. Like, what is my purpose? What is my point of being here? So I thought it was finding a job or a certain job, because you would send me certain job, not applications, but you would just send me certain jobs. Like, what about this? What about that? Which was more frustrating because I didn't know which road to take. This is after, military and everything. I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna just go to school. That seems like the logical thing to do when you don't have any clear direction as far as how you want your what type of career you're looking for. But yeah, that was a big struggle for me. And once I realized your purpose is not your career, that's not your purpose. That is what I thought. Once you get a job, it's like it's not a job. You know how they say, you go to work, but it's not really work. That's your purpose because you love what you do. You get paid to do it. So that's what I was looking for. What is something that I would love to do and get paid to do? And that was that standstill, that stopped their flow, because I'm looking and looking and searching and searching. It just, nothing was clicking to me. So,
I think a lot of people struggle when they don't find joy in work.
Yeah.
That's me. I don't find joy in work. I don't like working for people because sometimes you have bosses like in the military. Sometimes you have people who are ahead of you that don't know more than you, don't have life experience, don't know how to talk to people. I can run a business better than you, and then they get all the credit from all your hard work
because they're in charge of you.
Yeah, because they're in charge of you, like they're good leaders. So I never understood that setup. I always thought I know people are all have a purpose and a calling to do something in life.
That is true. We wouldn't be here if we didn't.
Yeah.
Everybody has a purpose. And I would say, I think this right here, because I feel great about it. I talk about it all the time. Like, okay, let's talk about this. So let's, we have those conversations, and this is nothing. Again, this is easy to us. I don't know if people consider this to be work, because people do get paid doing this, but to me, it's just us having a conversation and getting information out there to help other people. That's all we want to do, really. But I really started praying about that. Like, what is my purpose? What is the point of me being here? Is my purpose just being a wife and a mother? Because that could be some people's purpose.
That's a title you hold.
It's a title, but is it a purpose?
Yes.
Is it fulfilling? Is it doing the work that you're supposed to be doing? The purpose of you being here. So your purpose is your works that you put into something.
It just hit me right now. Right now, it just hit me. Your purpose is not always what you want to do. Remember that. There's people out here who are single moms. Then they still want to do this and do that. But now their purpose has changed. You're a mom now. You got to keep the order. You can't be like, I want to chase. I mean, you can. That's your choice. But what comes first is your purpose, which is your child. You decide to have a child, men and women decide. So now your purpose is to take care of that.
Yeah.
That mistake or whatever. If you don't want, there's all these other options. But if you decide to bring a child into this world, that's your purpose now.
Yeah, the child becomes really a priority.
You might not want to have that.
You.
It might not be fulfilling, but you chose to do whatever you did to bring a child into this world. Now you have a new purpose. It's not fair, is it? Not to the kid, but you chose your choice. And these are the type of things people have to understand. Your purpose might not be the dream job. And that's where people struggle at. They have made decisions in the past that have got them here to a point. Just like I was talking earlier, I made decisions in the past that had me in the hospital. My purpose from that was to learn and to give other information to people to say, hey, there's other options out there. So you don't have to go through sickness like I did. Learn from my mistakes. That's the purpose of all lessons and all mistakes.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go through that, but now I feel like I have to tell people a better way. I feel like that's my purpose.
I think a lot of people go through things just so they can have that testimony. And if you can get that testimony and get that word out, you're living in your purpose. I think that's a purpose as well. Anytime you can educate people and give them the knowledge to maybe better themselves. Someone may be in a situation that you're in and they're trying to figure out how do I get out of this? Like, oh, I can help you because I was in that situation as well. This is what I did. Hopefully it'll help you.
Yeah.
But that is, that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other, really.
And here's a funny story. I think you had purpose at that job where you were working and doing case manager work and helping veterans and homeless people.
I was working with homeless veterans.
I hated that job.
Finding them employment, and we had like a employment side and we had a housing side. So, it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah, and I hated that job for you.
You get your housing, and
I hated that job, and you thought that was your purpose. The reason why, because I couldn't protect you like I wanted to. I didn't. Who wants their wife out? Take homeless veterans around to Walmart, get some work boots.
And other things. In our personal vehicle. So
that's not her purpose. I'll be damned. I was like, "Back, you need to come work at home with me."
I felt fulfilled. I don't think I felt that was my purpose because there was still some issues with that job as well. But I did feel like I was, giving back.
You was helping people. Your heart was genuine. That's why I love you, your heart. But me knowing these crazy veterans, I'm just being honest. There's a lot of crazy veterans out there. Homeless people in general have mental issues.
Oh yeah.
You think I want my little 5 foot 1.5 inch wife out there?
There were some stories. I'll say that there were some stories. It was really a safety issue. Like we were not thinking it was.
Who was
a few of us?
Oh, we would, your company.
We would have the veterans in our car, just me and the veteran driving around. These are strangers. We don't really know these people. they come in looking for help. But yeah, when you look back on it, it's like, who thought this was a good idea to just have these homeless veterans in our personal vehicles, driving them around town?
The company,
things like that.
See, things like that's why I don't like working for people. They don't care about you and your safety. They care about their numbers and quotas, right? So you're better off doing things for yourself. If I'm just being honest. You're better off doing things for yourself, especially when you get kickbacks from the government for how many people that you sign up. They don't care about you. And that's what I was telling my wife. I was like, and here's the thing, alignment. It all worked out perfectly. My wife listened to me. She heard me say, hey, babe, I don't like you doing that. She said, okay, what do you want me to do? I was like, well, do what I do with insurance. She did it. And now she listened to me. You understand? My wife I went from God. Then the message came from me, like, get your wife out of that shit. She's not safe. Then I tell my wife, like, hey, babe, I don't feel comfortable with you doing that. It was a little, what you want me to do? I mean, that type of thing.
I had questions. See, that's why we work, because we're so different. You are such a risk taker. And I'm like the player.
I'm not a risk taker at all. You were a risk taker with your life, but the home was better. I was trying to get you out of there. Let me finish my story. It came from God with the message like, hey, get her up out of there. Like, whatever. There's a little pushback because I'm not going to lie, my wife, college educated woman, has her own goals and, her mindset. So, like, whatever. I was like, well, do this. She listened to me. So it went from God to me. Then I told her, and she listened. That's the order. If your man sees something better, like, I didn't come out of hate. I came out of love and concern. It was no need to fight, or that it wasn't no argument like that. Just to put it out there, it wasn't no pushback. But it was like, hey, like, what's the plan, man? And I had to come up with a solution.
Right. So that's why I was saying, when I say you're more of a risk taker, because you are able to kind of navigate different jobs and create your own business and things like that.
I do a lot of
yeah, you are. You can create a business just like that. But I am more of a play it safe, because I like to know when I'm getting paid, how much I'm getting paid. And the work from home job was a sales position, which I was like, I have no idea. I just felt uneasy about it, because when I think of sales, I think of commission only type of situation, where if you don't put in the work, if you don't make the sale, you don't get paid. I like a regular, steady paycheck.
Who don't? But that's a trap.
Well,
I'm just saying it's a trap.
It was a trap that I was in.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad you was trapped.
I work. Get paid on that Friday. Get paid on that Friday. I know how much it's gonna be. So, but yeah, sales is so unpredictable.
But what happened though? How did the Lord make this happen for you to make you comfortable? Tell the whole story.
How can I? Because you said, oh, they pay by the hour. Oh, okay. That's what did it.
The hourly pay was more than her salary at the That is the truth. At
the other company, yes. So that's what really sold me. It was really, I'll say 2 to 3 things. So I get to work from home. So I'm able to see my kids, no daycare. We don't have to worry about that.
Hundreds of dollars saved.
So we can see them go to school. We can see them coming home. We here all day, 2 of us, and we get to be together. Like, we don't get tired of each other. It's weird.
I mean, nooners are cool, man. Even at 46.
44.
Well, I'm talking about me. I don't know if you still think it's cool. But me, I love my life.
I'm there, so.
That's all you have to be.
I'm present.
I know what to do.
Like, I got it from here.
Yeah, got it.
But yeah, but that was pretty much the reason why. Yeah, working from home.
So that's alignment.
And all that.
That has been how many years? That was during COVID. That's 2020, right?
think 21.
Yeah. So we've been
since 21.
So that's 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. We don't have to leave. You understand the alignment. Now that we got that lined up, we moved from where we at to Texas. So
where we were.
Yeah, from Louisiana to Texas. That all lined up. Now we have a pool. You understand? Like we enjoy our life every day when we get off work. If we like, it could be a vacation. Let's grill. Let's enjoy the fun. Let's go for a walk or whatever. Alignment. Then that's happening. Now the next step we're about to take, growth from where you're at. When you know more, you do more. You do better things. Not gonna say what the next move is. It's just you're gonna see it.
Yes.
You're gonna see it.
Where there are some things that are being manifested, and it's all within that journey, that path, that spiritual journey. So anything that we do is aligned with our purpose.
Yes. Line is meaning that it's for righteousness.
Yes.
We don't want to go left.
We don't want to go. Make sure I'm pointing left. We don't want to go left at all. So I forgot the name of that pastor. But he say if you hit some traction along the way, then that may not be the road you want to go. You may want to turn around and go back to where you were.
Because traction is the ability to stop moving.
Yeah. So you don't want to keep trying when that's not the direction you're supposed to be going.
Yeah.
So you got to stay on track. If you know you are in a good position and you know everything gets falling in place for you, just stick with it no matter what anybody say. Because when I was joining the military, that was back in 2001, like nobody was for it. It's like, why are you doing this right after 9/11? No, you crazy. But I had my mindset already, because the next question on my mouth, you got something here for me? There was no answer. So had I listened to other people about how I should live my life, then I may have.
I'm so sorry.
Not may have. We wouldn't be sitting here. This would not be happening right now. So I thank God for putting that, thought into my head and really moving forward with that. So that is what you have to do. You have to keep things in motion. When you know opportunities are presenting itself, take them.
When they're especially some righteous opportunities.
Yes. It feels good. It feels right. You don't see what can go wrong. You don't see that because you're looking at what am I doing right now? So what options do I have at this point? If your options are limited, go ahead and go with the better of the options. And, just pray along the way that this is the right decision that you're making and it'll work out. Yeah. And so far, it has.
Yeah, you gotta just stay righteous, man. You're gonna have hiccups. You're gonna do the wrong things. You make the wrong decisions. Purposely do the wrong things. I mean, people are human.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of everything I have done.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. But I think that I have forgive myself.
First.
Forgive myself. The Lord forgave me already. Mm-hmm. He already told me that. I don't even know why people beat themselves up as much as they do.
Yes.
We already forgave, so
we're already forgiven.
Yeah.
All you have to do is
accept it,
say it,
and repent.
Lord, forgive me,
and try to move away from it.
All the things that I've done, and that's what we was talking about. If you have a lot of things that you need to work on, and I don't know who can just overnight make that drastic change and be like, oh, I'm completely healed. I don't have to do that, or that anymore. No, some people, it takes them a little bit longer to really and fully start living in your full righteousness,
But don't play with God, like you said.
We're not going to do that. So we're not going to say that prayer, Lord, I'm done. I'm done with the drinking.
Oh Lord,
I'm done with
you
this.
get me through this one night.
If I can survive
this one night,
I'll
never drink again.
I won't ever look at a drink again.
Liar. You go throw up, then go sleep and wake up by 8 o'clock. Then you like, oh my goodness, I feel good. What's up? Let's drink. That was me.
Again,
that was me.
You know,
forgetting everything I asked for.
When you have gotten what you were asking for, and then you turn around and do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's
a simple
plan.
That's playing. That's a simple, and then he's the grace. That's the simple way of looking at it. A lot of people do that, but that's what you're playing. You're lying to yourself if you do those things. So try to refrain from that and mean what you say, right?
Yeah.
So if you ain't going to do it no more, refrain from doing it.
Yeah, like or if you're really serious about making it change, make that change.
Man in the mirror.
Make that change. Yes.
But like for the people who are out there fighting the change, though,
fighting against it,
fighting against alignment.
No.
Why would you fight against doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Why would you want to be that person who messes up the community? It's not cool to be, I call them losers, gang bangers, and they can't do it by themselves. They need a gang of people to make it work. They need followers and evilness. Not cool. Who wakes up intentionally wants to do that?
You want just to hurt somebody or really terrorize the neighborhood that you live in. Maybe your kids live there, other people's kids live there. So
it's all about those people who don't have the right environment. Their environment, their upbringing is nuts and crazy, and they're hurt. They're hurt. Let these people heal, man. It's just so much hurt right now.
Yeah, it's a lot, and that's the reason why
environment is important. People, get your kids in a better environment.
Yes, that is very important.
Get your kids in a better environment.
And hopefully, if you're not able to do that for your kids, they can do it for themselves.
Let them do it for themselves. If they can, like, hey, I want to go live with my mama, or I want to go live with my daddy, and it's a better environment, let them.
Yeah.
You selfish. I'll never let them go. I want the other women. I don't want another woman around my kid. Why? Because your kid might find out they might be a better woman than you, or the dad might be you. What are you afraid of? If you are a righteous mom, then you don't have nothing to worry about. That's how I feel. If you're a righteous dad, I don't want no nut man around my kid. Why? Why? You don't want to be around the mom? You don't want to be around the father? Why can't nobody else be around? I just never understood that.
Yeah, we just want to just do what's right, Just always think of what is the best option instead of
the best option.
A selfish decision.
Yeah. What if the best option is?
We're not doing that.
$25,000 a month for child support.
Selfish decisions.
Well, if that's the best option.
What's the best option?
$25,000 a month for child support.
What does that even mean? What does that have to do with anything?
That's the best option.
For who?
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, what if child support? Forget the number. What if child support is the best option?
I don't even know what that means.
Mean no father around, no parent around. That's the best option. How do you handle that? How do you handle a person who's just getting money and raising a kid?
Are they raising the child right? Are they raising the child?
We know that's not right, but I'm just saying, like, what's the best option? Like, how do we spend that? Like, how do we just take money and raise a child? Because that's what some people are just getting, just money. That's the best option. That's what's best for the kid is money. I hear this all the time. So that's the best option. Like,
who's saying it though?
The parent that's wanting the money.
So the kid is not saying,
I don't want him around.
This is the best option for me to stay here.
No, this is the other parent saying, like, they're the bad option. I don't want them around my kid. He just or she just need to pay child support. This amount of money, that's the best option for the kid. How's that the best option for the kid is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got to know the living situation. If they are really taking care of the child like they supposed to, then it may be the best option.
They take
money out of it. We're just talking about taking care of the child and making sure that the child,
Yeah.
has everything that they need, whether they get money or they not getting money. There are a lot of people that grew up poor and still thrive.
Thank you. Why did they thrive though? Because of the environment. They had probably both parents probably coming around. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying money, when it comes to child support, it might not be the best option. I think both parents in the kid's life is the best option if you're trying to make it work. So if you're trying to perverse for more money to eliminate a parent, alienate a parent, you're wrong for that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to point out.
I think all kids deserve to have both of their parents in their lives.
Mistake or not.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That child has a father, that child has a mother. That's a fact.
We always want to do what's best for the children, right? So let's hold people accountable for just doing what's best for the children and not just what's best for their situation.
Yeah, you can't make selfish decisions and expect a great outcome. And that's pretty much in any situation.
Wow. That's it. How can you be selfish? That's not in alignment. A selfish spirit is not in alignment. So if you have a selfish spirit, then you should automatically know your fruit is not going to come out righteous. That's true.
Something is out of order.
You're out of order. Yeah, that's good. I like that one, babe. If you have a selfish, well, you didn't say it like that, but I'm saying if you have a selfish spirit, you're not in alignment. So your fruit, your outcome is not going to be positive. Wow.
Not that we're not putting it out there for it to be a negative outcome, but
that's what it is.
That's where it's heading. If you're not thinking about the other person or anybody else that's involved, you're thinking about just yourself.
Because I think about these things. I mean, like a man, like I used to believe, like if a man work all day, he come home, he pay all the bills or whatnot, then he's entitled to come home and do nothing. But that's not the case. That's not the case.
No, everybody has a role to play.
Everyone has a role to play. A man might have to come home and cook sometimes. And a man might have to do something else. You have to be in alignment, make the house complete, whatever makes it flow. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's all right there. I like that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm still trying to figure out what I did. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that people understand purpose and the real intentions behind it. And it's not about your job, although it could be, but a lot of times
you're a doctor.
Outside of what do you do outside of work?
Yeah.
Like how do you help, or you volunteer in a community or things like that. So because we work from home, that's why I think this is probably the way we're able to reach people. Because again, we don't really go anywhere. We take the kids to school, it's right down the street. But other than that, or go to the store, other than that, we don't get how much.
I know we have groceries delivered sometimes.
There's not a lot of mileage on our vehicles.
I know. I think we did like 1,500 miles last year. Not if that. I'm seriously like love our life, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But people alignment though, that's how we got here. We just listen to our heart, always want the best for that person. And that's how
everybody.
Everyone. Yeah.
Because you was doing your solo over here. Solo video. And I heard you saying how you now see life. You see life differently. You will see somebody that need help. Hey, you need help. You okay? So you're willing to extend yourself to help others because you are in a certain light now. You put those glasses on, you can't unsee certain things. You see things differently. Once you start going on your spiritual journey, things are now revealed to you. So you look at things differently. You now want to help more. And we'll walk to the school, and I need to make sure he ain't getting, not saying it in a negative way, but some women may take things the wrong way because you're getting a little too frilly. Hey, how you doing? Everything all right? I'm walking with you. I'm going with you.
Yeah, just like this stupid outfit I got on right now. I put this on, just this jacket. Like I said, I don't even have the pants on. I just put this jacket on. Nobody was like, "Where you going?" I was like, "On video for you to show." Remember? Oh yeah.
All dressed up for no reason.
I'm dressed up with the jacket on. That's how I know she loved me, man. She be telling me stuff like this. You're the finest man in the world. I'm like, man, don't be lying to me like I'm some woman. Don't be gassing me up.
You like,
tell me again. Tell me again. Look, you're the finest man in the world. Have me blushing. Don't do me like that. I know that.
I mean, you
That's the thing. Getting my ring.
You what?
I just said that's the same lie I told people my whole life. Oh, yeah. Not you, baby.
Yeah, you ain't never told me that.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't want to get myself in trouble. Next subject. Next topic.
Exactly. Anyways, see, I can't even say what I was about to say. You said something you weren't supposed to say.
I do that often.
Anyways, but you in a marriage, they supposed to be, finest person, your best friend, all of those other things. Yes. So you shouldn't be lusting after anybody else. That's not right. It's wrong. It's just wrong. What?
I'm just laughing at you how you be gassing me up, man. You gassing me, man. Oh, baby. Ooh. We do that. Is it belly? Okay. I do my little belly wave. I don't have no six pack, so I can do that. That. Anyway.
Well, when you go in the bathroom and turn on the light.
That figure, huh? that silhouette.
You be like, ooh, when this light turned off, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm tall and thin.
It's slim and trim and all types.
But you turn that light on, ooh, you see details, and that's where the devil lives.
You get back, turn that light off.
Exactly. That's where the devil lives in the details, and man, you can see details in the light. But I'm getting it together, though. I'm proud of myself.
You gotta live in the light.
You gotta live in the light.
That's the exposure. You gotta see
yeah, great
what's going on.
Most people live in darkness, want to be like, oh, I look, yes. That's why people go out at night, huh?
Like, this ain't real. Like, turn that light off.
Oh,
disappointment.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this is a later show. These kids, man.
Kids in bed. I think they be plotting against my boy.
Who?
That oldest one and that baby boy.
Why are they plotting against?
Because they bring we have to, there's a certain time they have to have their electronics. We collect, before they go to bed. Collect. However, oldest girl and the baby boy, they come, but that middle child, like, where he at? Nobody remind him, because he needs a reminder often.
Yeah.
But they'll come up here, bring nerds, and they right down there with him. And they will walk up here, bring nerds, and leave him. So he can get in trouble. Or is that's the point of them doing it? So he can get in trouble?
No. It's a year of exposure. See, here's the completion of this. Yeah, I give them $1. Like, whoever turns it in first or whatever, I give them $1. So whoever turns their electronic in, they get $1. It's always usually the little boy. he comes out like 45 minutes sometime before the curfew to get the dollar. And then, the oldest one want to come like she's so mature now. Like, I don't need it. Like, he get a father. But the middle one, he don't care about the dollar. He just want to be on the electronics. So he just do what he always done. Stay on it past, 9, 10, until we collect it. So he's not caring about the dollar. So he don't care as long as he stays on it the full time. I think that's what he's looking at.
But he come late though. That'd be the issue.
He came in because he don't care. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not worth the dollar for him to get an extra 20 minutes.
What I'm saying is he come past the time.
I know.
So now we got to talk to you. Are you in trouble or whatever the case may be?
He doesn't get it tomorrow. He did it tonight, so he don't get it tomorrow.
I forgot the questions. You did it. These are the consequences. So
yeah, he knows the rules.
Why are you bringing it late? Why? It's no question.
Remember, your daughter did tell him like all's gonna be a little late. He's still enjoying himself. That was at 9. I was sitting down. My wife did my little hair. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get immediately up. I don't think he was gonna bring it, but he didn't bring it. So therefore, I was like, hey, why didn't you bring it? I was waiting on you, man.
No, you asked.
Yeah, I said, why didn't you bring it? He's like, I was waiting on you, man. Do you know what he did? He just looked at me. I was like, oh, you just didn't care. That's why you don't get it tomorrow. All right, good night. Like, good night, sir. That's how I know you don't care.
There's no need in putting up a fight. Yes, yeah. I'm wrong. I know I should have brought it in.
And that's what,
and I am accepting my fate and my consequences.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Like, I did it. I broke the consequences. But hopefully taking it will help him understand that there's a consequence for not bringing it. Maybe he'll do better on Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe on Thursday when he get it back, he'll do better. It's Wednesday already?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Wow, these weeks are flying.
I know.
Have you noticed time is flying?
It's like Friday. We were just at Friday, and now we already halfway through the week already.
It's gonna be Pizza Time Friday. We do pizza night. I'm gonna share. I do share on my page. I make different pizzas all the time, but it's Pizza Night Friday. We're gonna make pizza on the grill on the pit. Can't wait to Friday. But man, it's Wednesday though.
But what's crazy is they had their own kitty pizza, then we have our own pizza. Somehow they eat theirs, and then they start getting into ours. What is that about?
When pizza is made with love. We make it stuffed crust on the grill and it's smoked. It has premium pepperoni and all these good cheese, Gouda and stuff. Like, we're not making regular pizzas over here all the time. We are doing quality. That's what we do, quality over here.
Yeah, what it is.
Mm-hmm. We make our own dough from scratch.
Nothing off limits at this point.
No, it's not off limits.
They want it, they gonna find a way to get it.
Yeah, but we try to trick it with vegetables, right? That don't mean nothing. They love vegetables too when they smoke. The smoking any food makes anything better. Yeah, that's just a hint. You don't even have to season chicken. Well, I do, but you can just smoke it. That chicken's gonna be good with barbecue sauce. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, that grill be. Whew.
The wood pellet. It don't matter which one you get, as long as you have a wood pellet, it can grill and smoke and do all those fancy things. You're gonna enjoy your food off that thing.
Yeah, the grill get work. That's for sure.
Yeah, it does. On average, 2 times a week.
I like that. Yeah, having different forms of cooking styles. It's good. Not always frying all the time.
Well, that's what we had to do. Get these things because we wanted to cook more. There's no reason why we both work from home that we're eating out. We was eating out so much.
Yeah.
Wasted so much money. We work on it's nothing for me or for my wife to get up to making food. We were just being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
So we have different ways to explore cooking. We have deep fryers. We have the mixers, make things. Like last couple of weeks, we made homemade cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, one time.
First time ever, but they were delicious.
Couple of weeks, and the kids been asking about them ever since.
And do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have them clean this whole house for a batch of cinnamon.
And they will do it.
And they clean it like professionals with some cinnamon rolls.
But if we just normally say, "Hey, go ahead and clean the house," they'll be somewhere taking a nap.
Yeah. You want some cinnamon rolls? Yes. Clean the house. Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
With gracious and happiness. Yes, sir.
Singing, we're gonna get some delicious cinnamon rolls while cleaning.
What's that spaghetti? What's that like?
So why you?
Yeah. They be happy, boy. Man, I'm telling you, man. Kids are funny. I love them.
Yeah.
They know the joy.
But yeah, just to have the laughter in the house and, just a house full of love. That is amazing. I just, truly and honestly thank God for my life, my husband, my children. It's just such a beautiful thing when you find somebody that really care about you and, you somewhat like them. If you just like them a little bit and they really care about you, you may want to pursue that, because I don't know what's going on in the single world, but from what I've seen, I don't want no parts of it. It seems like it's a little scary out there for the single people right now. So if you find anybody that care about you and you can possibly see yourself with them and not have a whole list of, no, they don't fit that. Nope.
The 666. The mark of the beast.
We not. Let's not do that, because you're going to miss out on your opportunity.
I would never settle. Okay. Yeah. Everyone settles. Nobody's out here 100% of anything that anybody wants.
So it's like, wow. So I don't know if you ever heard a story or met anybody that said, I showed up exactly how I was and they showed up exactly how they were. Nobody had to change. Nobody had to compromise. We get along perfectly. Everything is perfect. Life is perfect. I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that.
They're lying if they told you it's perfect. Nothing's perfect.
Like they just both showed up just perfect for each other and nothing else had to change. I've never heard it. Maybe, I don't know.
I heard lies.
You heard the lies?
I heard the lies.
So, yeah.
People lie all the time.
And this one over here, what was your type? 6 feet.
Hello, man. No, don't be doing me like that. 6 feet. I said I would never talk to a woman who's over 6 feet, but she had to be at least 5'8". So I like to talk thin, whatever women. That's when I was a 22-year-old, cocky son of a gun,
And here's this 5'2" over here.
Oh, speaking of that, man, let's talk about that. Yes, it was something about you when I saw you. You know how some people in the movies be like, when she walked by, it was like, oh.
The birds were chirping, beautiful, everything just aligned.
But see, when I saw you, I was on the second floor, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking down, I was on the cell phone. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. All I saw was some dimple, straight teeth, a beautiful smile.
Don't do it.
I was like, mm-hmm. I told I was in the military. I told my roommate, I was like, get her.
I just looked up. I kept walking.
Yeah, but I'm saying when when you get that feeling, and like it's just like in the movie. I'm telling you, it's like, oh, you get that feeling. You have to You have to be a man and go get what's yours. You understand what I'm saying? You have to see, even if it ain't yours or meant for you, you still have to go see. Because you don't, I never had that feeling before. No woman has made me go, let me see what she's about. Seriously. And then I saw her heart. She was doing things that I've never seen any woman do ever, till this day, haven't done, with the niceness and the generosity that this woman has given for family and friends. Sacrifice her own life for people, man. That's just a beautiful spirit. And when you come across people like that, they everything you imagine. You understand? Like, he is 5'8" and all this and all that. That's like Shallow Hal, you know how that movie. That's all I see. I see her as the 22, 1, 2, 3-year-old that I don't even know that I met. You understand? Like, I don't see any age difference. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how she feels, but she gasses me up too. I don't see no. She's still the same person.
Helps that he wear glasses.
But I just got glasses in my mid-30s when I started having health issues.
Yep.
But
that's when my age stayed the same. Glasses. Yes. Thank you.
That is funny. Now you got me thinking. Is my eyes that bad?
Really look like? Because I need.
No. Stop playing with me. Like, see what I'm saying? See how women be doing you? You be happy.
Damn.
You wear glasses. I do. What you trying to say is I'm imagining this? No, I'm not imagining. No. I'm just saying before the glasses and all that. You know, you still haven't aged to me. I'm not. You know, I'm so grateful that you're in my life, man. That I guess the Lord put it on me to look at things like that. I don't.
Yeah.
It's just a blessing to have that, you know.
Yeah, you make it easy to love you, except for Sunday.
But that's why you love me, though.
Sunday.
That's why you love me, because you remember. Let me tell you this. My wife said I was the realest man she ever known. Like that was a insult. To the thing, like, I know you're real. I know you're the realest man I know.
I know.
I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, because you got to tell the truth all the time.
Not all the time. But when I'm mad, that was another one of my flaws. When I'm upset, I used to try to kill people with truth. Like, you said this, mother. Like, yeah, that was a bad toxic trait. Truth to throw it in somebody's face.
Like make it a negative. Like anything you turn into a negative.
Yeah, that's one of the things I had to grow out of.
As my son would say, not cool.
Yeah,
not cool.
It's not. That's one of the things I had to grow out of. Probably the last couple of years. Few years, I had to stop that. That's growth.
Yeah.
When you realize you're doing, you're like, I'm telling the truth. You know Jesus. You're not telling people to get right. You telling
you the truth.
You tell the truth to shame or to like make you feel bad. You know, like,
if it's not
totally different.
Coming from a loving space, a loving place, then you're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
It has to be. Gotta come from love. Because you're gonna get some, they're gonna try to defend themselves at that point. So now things have escalated because you coming with the harsh truth, and then you being real condescending with it too. So they're not gonna accept the truth. You trying to get at them. You trying to come at them crazy.
Here's the funny
with
part.
The truth
too.
Still, though.
Here's the funny part. Even if you don't come condescending and you do come with love with the truth, people are still not going to accept the truth. So if you come with love, you still get the same effect.
But at least your heart is in the right place.
Yes, that's the
so
point.
You were not being malicious.
You're not being malicious.
You know.
But it's on them to accept the truth.
It's on them,
and you can't force nobody to.
So you can pretty it up, dress it up, but if they're yet it's still not ready to accept it, then they're just not ready to accept it. It's just the bottom line.
Yeah, and I tell my wife, like I tell her all the time, when you come with the truth and I get upset, when you get upset, I automatically know that you should automatically know that that's the truth. Like people always want to get offended
when you get mad. Yeah, there you.
That's everyone.
You struck a nerve.
Yeah.
So there's some truth right there.
Yeah, there's some truth in that. Because I'm about to defend myself. Like, hold up. Like, who? Like, how about you?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna put that.
Slow down now there about that one time.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. This is not what this conversation is supposed to be about. It's going way left.
But yeah, you hit people with the truth, man. You gotta be prepared for a little fight back. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do it too. I mean, I do the same things that people do, but I know the truth. I know I'm going to do it when the truth hits me. I'm emotional too. You're emotional. Everybody's emotional. Yeah. So read people. Start paying attention to the environment. Start getting in alignment with the word, and start doing the right things versus the wrong things. Why you want to scam somebody? Why you want to trick somebody out of $20? Why you want to lie to get ahead? You know,
like let me borrow that till Friday. You gonna have it Friday, so you
might as well wait.
You can't wait till Friday.
Nah, I need to get, but you need $50 to do what? Just $50 to do all that?
That'll get you there.
Yeah.
But
that puts me to the other verse. Don't be afraid to lose a little money.
That's what I'm about to say. Cause if you really relying on that money by Friday, okay, it's my bill money. Now I'm about to give you $50. You for real? You promised me, man. For real.
Uh-huh.
For real.
I put my hands on the Bible and tell lies.
I need that $50, man. I'm gonna give it to you. But I need it by Friday. You gonna have it by Friday, right? Yeah, for real. I get paid on Friday. I'm have it by Friday. Mm-hmm. What's gonna happen Friday?
You gonna be upset? You gonna call that person 20 times. They ain't gonna, and then when you find, well, I got your little funky.
That little $50, I get it to you. But it wasn't none of that when you needed it. That's what I don't understand.
But that's
old. People don't do that no more. People don't do that no more.
People are so bold now, making $15,000-$20,000. They'll come like, can I borrow $2,000? Can you do this for me?
Who's doing that? Borrowing thousands of dollars
because they already have it. You know what I'm saying? They make that type of money, so they can borrow that. Just because somebody make that type of money and they borrow money, red flag. Watch people.
Red flag.
Yeah, watch people life. Look at their fruit. That's another way you can tell how somebody living in their alignment. Look at their fruit. Look how they living. Look at their environment. You can tell.
That's how you know it.
That's how you know.
You get that feeling. You know that feeling, that uneasy feeling. Don't do it.
If you can't afford it.
That's the universe telling you this not a good idea. Don't do it because you are gonna put yourself in the situation.
Yeah.
You're gonna be angry, upset, and all that. But
that's all your fault, by the way.
Yes, you put yourself in that situation. But we have also learned if we loan somebody money and they do not pay it back, then that was our way of ending whatever relationship was there.
Well, because let me correct you. We don't end
because they're dodging us at this point, right? So you have people that you loan them money and they normally they here, but you had to seen them in a long time, in weeks or whatever. So that's probably how it's gonna end, like the relationship or whatever.
Yeah, because they ended themselves because
in the way
you give somebody $100, they like, oh my God, I can't pay that back. They'll never talk to me again. You let them end it, but you're always open. Don't be afraid to lose money. Money is nothing. If you can really help someone, then help them. But don't look for the money back.
Yeah.
Don't look for it back.
Because you just go get upset about it.
Yeah, you just gonna get upset about
it. Don't get into that dark space.
Don't. And then if they were genuine and true, they'll pay it back. There's just some people they'll come back and pay it back in 2 days later. Can I borrow it again?
Do you loan it to them if they pay back?
Yeah, if you had, I mean, yes, that's the answer. Yes, you do. Don't be afraid to lose money. Money is, I mean, it shouldn't be anything. You should be trying to use your money to help people anyway. Honestly,
yeah,
honestly, that's how it should be. But people want to hoard it and stack it, flip it, get ridiculous cars and rims and chains and silly stuff like that. Well, I'd rather have a nice house in a nice neighborhood, and I can walk to everywhere I go.
Be safe.
And be safe.
I mean, there's no safe place but safer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this doesn't happen in this neighborhood.
Yeah, these type of things don't happen here until they happen.
Until they happen. It happens everywhere, people.
It happens everywhere,
but you can be in a better environment.
Put yourself in a position to be successful.
Yeah. Align yourself with righteousness is what we're trying to say.
At all times.
At all times.
In any decision. So just make smart, right choices. And of course, there's gonna be things that's gonna happen where things are gonna go left and life is gonna life you. Because life be lifing you to death sometimes. You like, Lord, when am I gonna catch a break?
Like right now, I gotta go.
Is this video over? Oh my God.